Hi, and welcome to this Astrology Weekly on quantumhealers.com. My name is Patricia Grootjans. I'm a quantum healer and astrologer, and we're going to look at week 35, which goes from August 25 until August 31. Let's see what the stars have in mind for us this week. Here we go. This is the chart of this week, and what we see that on August 26, Venus will enter the sign of Leo. And remember that when a planet moves into a new sign, the energy of that planet is extra powerful. Now, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, harmony, and she's also related to finances because she's related to our self-worth. Now, when she moves into the sign of Leo, this gives information about how she wants to express herself in an artistic way, because Leo has a lot of imagination. Leo is kind of the artist, isn't it? So Venus in Leo emphasizes the artistic part of Leo, creating beauty and bringing harmony into a physical shape. So this could be about creating things, painting, photography, but I also feel that Venus in Leo is related to shaping the body, shaping the physical body, and seeing our body as a form of art. And so I guess this could be an interesting week to focus on that and to do something with shaping our physical body, shaping beauty, but also shaping our reality. Venus this week is in a trine with Saturn, who is in Aries. Venus trine Saturn. It can express itself in multiple ways, but one of the expressions that it will help to shape the relationships, because Saturn is about boundaries, right? And so it could be that the theme of boundaries in relationships comes up, but because it is a trine, it will probably be something that will work out easily and that will help us to make steps in our relationship, so to bring it to a higher level. The Venus trine Saturn is also about looking at the responsibilities that we want to have in relationships or that we don't want to have in a relationship. The energy of boundaries and harmony are working perfectly together. So we can use that in many ways. And I want to emphasize that astrology, in my opinion, is never about energies that are fixed or ideas that are fixed. It's just about energy, and energy is always in motion. And we can use that information to raise our awareness, to raise our frequency, and to shape our reality. And this is why I like to call one of the courses that I created, quantum astrology, because when you look at astrology from a quantum perspective, then we know that we can use it to create our reality. Because the quantum physics has this idea that reality is being formed by the way that we observe it. And so we can implement that in astrology. We can use that by knowing that whatever we want to see or whatever it is that we are seeing in a chart, it's important to give positive wording to that. Because, of course, we could always look at astrology from a negative perspective, but it wouldn't help us, would it? So it would only create a negative atmosphere. So it's important that when we work with astrology, that we focus on frequencies, on energy, seeing the energy, the planets as energies that we can work with and that we can transform and that we can cooperate with. Because planets, just like our planet Earth, has a kind of consciousness. And we can work with that. We can work with that energy. So Venus trine Saturn is something that we can also use in our life by looking at how do we want to deal with boundaries in relationships? How do we want to shape our relationships? Now, because Saturn is in the sign of Aries, it could be that we are really valuing our freedom, for example, or our independence. And this could be a topic that comes forward this week. Love and independency. Very interesting to see how this will work out. Now, what we also have this week is on August 31, first quarter moon at 8 degrees Sagittarius. Now, I always believe that this degree, 8 degrees Sagittarius, is the degree of the visionary. And I know that some astrologers, the classical astrologers, mentioned that 8 degrees Sagittarius is also related to eye issues. And it has been reported that people who have 8 degrees Sagittarius in their natal chart may experience some eye issues. But and I know, I mean, I have experienced that myself because I also have a planet on 8 degrees Sagittarius. However, when we look at it from a psychological perspective, it's about how we view the world. So, and especially from an intuitive perspective. So, it's about using our intuition to shape our view on the world. So, this is about viewing in time, viewing in the future and in the past. So, the visionary. Okay, themes of this week are the visual arts, designing your life, shaping your reality, shaping your relationships, using your body as a form of art, and tapping into that part of you that knows how to use your intuition to be visionary. It's all about looking with your inner eye. And so we could also call this the third eye, of course. Now, the Sabian symbol for this week is 2 degrees Virgo, and the sentence that comes with this degree is a large white cross dominates the landscape. Now, the meaning of this Sabian symbol has got to do with tapping into that higher divine power, that spiritual power, uh, where there is this understanding that compassion and a deep emotional understanding come from our own experiences of going through our ordeals. So, building compassion from our own suffering. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to suffer to raise our compassion, because I don't really believe that we need to suffer in life at all. However, it is interesting that when we are experiencing things in our life that causes suffering, why not shape this into something that can raise our consciousness, raise our frequency, and that can help us to build compassion, understanding of other human beings, and in that way we can bring our experiences in service to others. Okay, thank you so much for listening this week, and I hope you can tap into your own creative energy and be the artist that you are. And if you aren't an artist, maybe you can tap in a part of your soul that is an artist. So have a lot of fun with this week, and I hope to see you next time.